Alrighty, welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm glad you were able to make it back today. As you can kind of tell already, I have a different setup. It's kind of a studio setup. I went and bought a microphone and a bunch of other good stuff that's on the way. So hopefully we'll be able to have some even better content coming out soon, so look forward to that. But nonetheless, let's talk about today's topic. We're going to be jumping right into my top 5 very favorite Christmas movies. And I want you guys to make sure to go in the comments, tell me what you think of that video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and make sure to always be active on the feed, because I'm going to be posting more often, especially now that I have a bit of a setup. Jumping right into number 5, we're going to be talking about the Polar Express.
Tickets, please.
Very favorite childhood movies. As I was growing up, watching it throughout school and watching it at my house, it was very popular. So happy I was able to grow up on that movie. I know a bunch of y'all can relate. Honestly, I don't think there's a better animated Christmas movie besides The Grinch, which honestly didn't make it on my list. I'm sorry. But I know that we have some more movies coming up, so let's jump right into number 4. Alrighty, let's talk about number 4. We're going to be talking about A Christmas Story featuring Peter Billingsley. If you haven't seen this movie, you have to go watch it right now. Everywhere from the frozen tongue of Ralphie onto the light pole, all the way to the very famous Christmas lamp. If you haven't seen this, I recommend you go watch it right now. But it's always been one of my favorites, since it has like an actual kid as the main character. It always appealed to me, especially while I was a kid. But nonetheless, as it aged over time, it became an even better movie. So let's jump right into number 3. Alrighty, talking about number 3, we have Home Alone featuring Macaulay Culkin and Joe Pesci. You know this. I think most people know this movie. This has to be one of the most famous Christmas movies, but nonetheless, this is one of my favorite. I grew up watching it with my family and all of the fun stuff that's in it. Being a kid, you always dream about having a home alone and thinking about what you would do if somebody came around or whatever. So it was always something that had my mind thinking, and it was a great movie as a kid. But nonetheless, let's jump right into number 2. Alrighty, jumping into number 2. This was obviously one of the harder decisions. I had to decide between this and another one, but my choice led to Die Hard, which is honestly one of my favorite Christmas movies. There's a bunch of people who say that it's not a Christmas movie, and then there's plenty of people who say that it is a Christmas movie. That's me for sure, but I think ever since I was a little kid, I have to have those action movies. It definitely started in a Christmas party, so the people who say it's not a Christmas movie, but nonetheless, I love it, and I think there's a bunch of people out here that love it as well. I know you guys probably seen it, so nonetheless, let's get right into number 1. Alrighty, jumping into our number 1 spot today, we have Elf. Now, this is my all-time favorite Christmas movie ever, but nonetheless, Will Ferrell and his comedy is unmatched. If you haven't seen this with your family, I recommend you go and put it on right now. But the reason I say this is because watching those family movies, you need a goofy character, He's just one of those characters that was always able to bring happiness and joy into the movies that I watched, and seeing him in a Christmas movie makes it even all the better. So for that, it takes my number 1 spot today, but I want y'all to remember to go and get a like and a comment on this video. Tell me what you think of it in the comments down below. I want to keep putting out more content and hopefully have some more stuff coming out soon that's even better. We're going to be doing more top 5 lists. We'll be having interviews and a bunch of other good stuff. So let's get to it.